Yo, man, it's Phx Own Radio. It's episode 93. We getting closer to 100. So we want to give all praise to God, Allah, whoever you praying to, whatever. But we back with another very special episode. Family First is in the house, you know what I mean? And must I repeat once again, Family First is in the building.
First.
But before we get to that, like I said, it's Phx Own Radio, and we back in this bitch once again with another special episode. You see me repping the Phoenix Cardinals, not the Arizona Cardinals, but the Phoenix Cardinals.
Yeah.
Because we all about, the original shit. I got my nigga Morilla in the house sitting on the side of me. Morilla, what's popping? How you enjoying it from this angle?
Man, it's a little different from this angle, but it's nice.
What you been up to?
Man, I've been just working, man. I'm trying to get stuff done.
Getting it in. Appreciate you coming through. But
you already know it.
Like I said, man, Family First is in the motherfucking house.
Hey.
So I brought a special guest through today.
Hey.
This is actually my little bro, but if as you see, he didn't get on to episode 93, so it's not like we doing any bias. But Phx Kidd, what's popping with you, man?
Man, ain't shit, man. Hey, man. I've been working my motherfucking ass off to get on Phx Own Radio. You feel me?
That's a feat now.
It wasn't nothing easy. You feel me? It wasn't nothing easy. I didn't ask to get here.
Yeah,
I got here though. You know what I mean? Phx Kidd in the building. How y'all doing?
Yeah, get your first shine moment and things like that. But all right, so we always like to start, from the beginning of life. But before we do that, we're gonna introduce your boy you got sitting over there.
Yeah, I got my man Corey Gunn sitting right here, man.
Talk to the people, man.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Who are you, my nigga?
Corey Guns, Corey Neal.
Talking to the microphone.
Kayvon's homeboy, main dog.
Hey, we ain't using my government, man. My name is Phx Kidd.
Phx Kidd.
Yes,
Phx Kidd.
All right, man. Well, hey, I gotta give a funny story real quick. Corey, I know is a real one because he came and saved us in the desert in San Diego. So shout out to Corey, man. That was a real one.
Hey,
what made you be such a real friend? And tell the story.
Can I tell that story one time? Hey, so me and Possum, we was on happy go lucky on our way to San Diego, and we pretty sure the girl driving the car got her license on it because neither one of us do. Clearly, no. What nigga ride with his license?
Not many.
Absolutely. So we was riding like that, and she didn't have her license. So we get pulled over in between Arizona and San Diego, in between Phoenix and San Diego, I should say. And then as soon as we're in the middle, right in the middle, we're in the desert, and we get pulled over, and none of us have a valid license. None of us. not a single one of us has a valid license whatsoever. So these motherfuckers, they know we from Arizona, but we on the California side. And they take the car from us and leave us in the middle of the motherfucking desert.
Fuck El Centro police.
To hell with El Centro. Except for that Farmer's Boys. That shit was hitting. That little last place, that was hitting. But they take the car from us in the middle of the desert and just leave us out there. They didn't give it two shits what happened to it. They said, "Oh yeah, we'll get you a taxi." Yeah, we'll get you a taxi. To where? To where? So we get the taxi, go back into the city, and it was more than $200 worth of Uber. It was more than $200 worth of Uber. Not lying to you. More than $200 worth of Uber to get there. My man Corey Guns came and picked us up.
Shine moment.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought we was out of it, man, for sure. That was some real shit. Well, yeah, that Uber though, that was some crazy shit.
No, that was insane, man. That was insane. That was the whole budget I had for the trip. You feel me? I spent my budget on the trip to get there. You hear me? Like, it was fucked up.
Nah, it was fucked up from my perspective because when we got pulled over, I was the nigga driving, so I'm looking at the shit in the rearview mirror the whole time. I'm like, yo, this nigga about to come get us. He sure did come get us too.
Hey, I thought she was gonna be our saving grace.
Yeah,
but she might.
Y'all was in the back sleep. She ain't had no answers when y'all woke up.
So the real message is get your license.
Yeah, get your license.
and don't drive if you don't.
Because they gonna get you.
And if the female says she got license,
don't believe her.
Yeah,
don't believe her.
You better check.
All right, but so yeah, man, like I said, man, me and Phx Kidd, we grew up together. We did damn near everything together. So we're gonna kind of start from the beginning, and it's gonna be a very fun episode. But I wanted to kind of take it back to like the townhouses, man.
Oh my
51st
God.
Avenue, McDowell. What do you remember from the motherfucking townhouses? Being real Maryville niggas.
Yeah. Born and raised, man. Maryville to the death of me. But what I remember from there, man, is it's like I could see it, but I can't see it. I remember a bunch of police lights.
Yeah,
At a certain point.
there's a lot of that.
At a certain point, I remember a bunch of police lights. Other than that, I remember the shit getting burnt down. Shonda just being around. You know what I
Remember
mean?
the person that drowned in the pool over there?
Exactly. And then after that, you ain't seen nothing but boarded up windows. But no, ever since then, bro. Every apartment I lived in, I feel like somebody died at the pool.
Yeah, probably so.
Probably.
I could believe that. I lived at Olive Tree, and I'm pretty sure a few niggas got strangled.
Yeah, no. Somebody didn't make it.
Yeah.
Do something that was supposed to be a leisure activity. Somebody didn't make it.
All right, and then what do you remember about like our biological father from back then?
I remember him favoring me a lot. I remember him holding me in his hands when he was threatening my mom's a lot. I remember that. That's something I'll never forget. Ever. And my nigga, you on the wrong team.
Yeah.
You on the wrong team.
That's crazy. Like you vividly remember that?
I vividly remember that. I remember being in his arms and he was the opposition to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at that time he wasn't because shit, I'm a fucking baby. You know what I mean?
But yeah, looking back in hindsight, I feel it.
Absolutely.
All right, and then moving forward, going down the street in Maryville to Granny Crib, 63rd and McDowell. Morella came through yesterday and fucked me over there, actually. The house we
Shout
really
out to
grew
Granny.
up.
Oh, yeah. That's the hub, man.
You know what
That's
I'm saying? Where we did the podcast at in the beginning and shit like that. What do you remember about moving there? What was your experiences on Berkeley Road?
Shit, man. Berkeley Road taught me everything. Bro, like, that's the only reason I go by Phx Kidd. Because most of my life, I didn't even really live in Maryville. You know what I mean? But a part of my life, I did. And that was at my granny house, for sure. On Berkeley Road, right there. That's where I learned everything I know. That's where I learned how not to act towards niggas and how to act towards niggas. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's everything for me. My first music video is actually shot right in front of my granny house.
Shot. What made you decide to do that?
Shit, just because it brought me back home.
Yeah,
it brought me back home. No, and the thing is, man, like, it's not just a house; it's a hub for everybody.
Talk about Pete for people who don't know Pete. and we'll get to the point we'll talk about some graphic shit towards the end. But talk about Pete.
Pete, man, yo, I didn't grow up with a lot of male influence in my life, to be real with you, at all. But Pete, he was the first male influence in my life, point blank, period. No matter what, he didn't disguise anything. He didn't try to hide nothing. He didn't act like he was this or that. He was just Pete, man. He was our granddaddy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this nigga ashy feet to be scrubbing across the floor. That's how you know you finna get caught watching some HBO porn or some shit. Yeah. That nigga Pete to be coming down the hallway. Ashy feet rubbing down the laminate, nigga. You know what I mean? So, and nah, man, he was everything, man.
Talk about how he could make
man.
We'll have nothing in the fridge at all, and this nigga come out with Thanksgiving dinner.
Hey, I'll learn how to struggle early. Like, I don't give a damn about the struggle because I know I can make something to eat out whatever I got in the fridge or in the cabinet or in the pantry. Because if you got grits or you got some evaporated milk, you got some anything in the cabinet, you're gonna make it happen for sure.
Talk about when Pete burned the house down. The same house that we grew up in where we do the podcast, that house burned down at one point. But talk about when he burned the house down.
I still don't even know the real story behind what happened. But all I know is that
what is the story you know?
As far as
don't tell me Pete was trying to cook.
No, nigga, we ain't
one of those chefs.
Much worse than that, and it's foreshadowing.
Hey, and Pete was the cook. Is the thing. This nigga Pete, I guess, was in the bed smoking a cigarette. You know, a bed light up quicker than everything.
You know what? All right, keep going.
The bed light up quicker than everything. I don't know. He must have dropped the cigarette, and that bitch must have. You know, they say what they call it, highly retardant flames. Highly retardant.
Extremely flammable.
Yeah, exactly. He let that bitch drop right there, and then let it light up, and he's like, "Oh." He called my granny. Dot, I guess the place on fire. Dot, because my grandma named Dorothy. You know what I mean? So she go by Dot.
Granny, she the rocker.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But he called her. So every time. Okay, so I'll preface it by this. Every time we fuck up, he called her Dot, and Dot is my granny. You know what I mean? Dot, the goddamn place on fire. This is the way I hear it in my head. The goddamn place on fire. I don't know what's going on. Everybody got it lit in here. I don't know. The goddamn place on fire. Shit. And then next time you go to my granny house, it's all kind of flowers and and different walls. The house all rebuilt. It's more room now.
He tried to run back into the fire. That's
yeah. Oh, okay, straight up. No, hey, he was going in there to try to fix it. Because he knew granny was coming home.
Yeah.
He knew granny was coming home, and if he,
he knew he was in trouble. That's really what it was.
Hey, straight up, nigga, he knew granny was coming home, and if granny would have caught his ass not putting no effort towards it, that would have been his ass.
Yeah, no, that's
straight
precisely what it was, man. That's not. It wasn't funny back then. It shit scared the shit out of me.
Nigga, I thought granny was burning his clothes again.
Again?
Again? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. we can roll back.
But anyway, so yeah, and it's the reason I said it's foreshadowing because he's passed away now, rest in peace. And it's crazy because, like he said, we didn't have a lot of male influences, and he was one of them. And one thing he did teach us was how to struggle, which that's a good thing because niggas had their times where they be broke or whatever.
Nigga, I be at my bottom dollar more times than I expect to be.
And you be like, you gotta do what the fuck you gotta do.
Nigga, I'm starving. I'm gonna eat.
You still gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? But the reason I said it's foreshadowing because he passed away by fire. So he died by fire. And
which I still don't know what the hell happened.
He had a stroke while he was smoking.
Yeah,
and
that's what they said.
Yeah, and it burnt him up. But that's what the autopsy say. So we'll go with that. Rest in peace. Either way, but he was one of the realest niggas
Applehead.
Yeah, ever meet. But all right, talk about Dre. And from the beginning, like, what was it like when Dre first came into your life?
So Dre, man,
your real father, who ended up becoming your real father.
So Dre, I started like this. So when I was 2 years old, my real father went to prison. He was in and out from then and there out, whatever the fuck he felt like doing. But my dad, Dre, he came into my life when I was 4 years old. So from 2 to 4 is really the only time I didn't have a male figure as far as a father. And I was the first person of my siblings to meet Dre. So, you know what I mean? That shit mean a lot to me. But he was, man, like everything. Literally everything. Because I have brothers and sisters, Pa's son as well as my brother. But I had my brothers and sisters leave the house. Brittany, you know what I mean? My sister wasn't there so much. My brother wasn't there so much. It was just me. A lot of times it was just me and Dre. So, I mean, like, I would not have learned how to be a man without that man. You know what I mean? He taught me West Coast music. He taught me gangster music before.
What type of music did he put you on specifically?
Man, Brother Lynch. I'll tell you, Brother Lynch right there. And, what's crazy? What's crazy, bro, is like, he actually the first person that asked me to download Nipsey Hussle. He said because he was kind of, he wasn't old. He was never old.
And Dre was always fly crib.
Oh yeah. Man, this nigga, if you want to see Ice Cube, the Arizona Virgin, man, that was my nigga Dre Loc for sure. But he I remember it was about to be his birthday party. And he asked me, he was like, man, what's that little nigga right now that sounds just like Snoop? That little nigga act just like Snoop. I was like, Nipsey. He's like, yeah, Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, download some Nipsey Hussle. So yeah.
Rest in peace, both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean?
They up there getting it on together.
Man, they up there crip walking together for sure.
But keep going, man. Keep going. So just talk about like some maybe stories, anything you can remember, like specifically.
Shit, man. I remember like the thing I most remember is getting woke up out of bed, man.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, hey, KK, we finna roll. Like,
To the south side.
Yeah, hey, straight, hey, exactly, exactly. Hey, we pause on my fault. We going to the south side, so he'll wake me up out of bed, and I'll just be sleeping. Like I'm 10 years old, I have zero things to do today. You know what I mean? Like I have nothing to do. Like nah, you ain't finna rest up all day.
Yeah, he was with that. You ain't finna just lay.
Yeah, you ain't finna just lay down all day, KK. You finna get up. And like, but the thing is, I would go to the south side with him and do nothing too. Like,
I'm still doing the same thing.
Yo, he'll put me. I remember he had the expedition. Hey, first it was the Ford F-150.
Oh, that shit was fly too. He had the blue joint with the rims.
Was the DVD player in that bitch?
And somebody stole that bitch out the
Yeah, Jose. Remember a little joke on the Jose in them. But whatever happened, man. So I remember the thing I remember most about my steppops, man, he'll wake me up out of my bed, make me get up, and make me ride with him to do whatever new business venture he had going. And it was always a new business venture. It was always a new business venture. And I would be riding with him. He'd be like, we going to the south side, and we'd be down there all day. All day. Absolutely.
Nah, that's a shine moment. That shit fly, man. And then kind of let's go into like your schooling and shit like that. So a lot of people probably don't know you was in a gifted program from what, 3rd grade on to high school?
Through high school.
Talk about that experience being in a gifted program.
So I got tested like when I was in like kindergarten to see like where I was academically, and I was just far above anybody else wherever they were, which I didn't mean to be, you know what I mean? But I always exceeded academically. Yeah. I always exceeded academically.
That's a shine moment.
That's education.
Hey, you need that education, baby.
Yeah. Nah, education ain't the word. Nah. Honestly, I met some of the best people I ever met in my life through that program, and I got taught to be the best way I can be through that program. And as a young black man, you a lot of people don't recognize it or what you have. A lot of people don't recognize what you have, and they spent the time to recognize what I had. So I spent my time from 3rd grade until 12th grade with the same people, with the same group, with the same like gifted minds, and got myself all the way through college with that.
That's a shine moment, baby. All right, so talk about some of the people that you met, the relationship that you forged, that you know, like kind of give shout outs to some of the people that, because usually we hold shout outs to the end, but that you forged lifelong relationships with through that program.
Through that program, I got Hannah Jacobs. I was just at her wedding the same year my sister got married, you know, and Javier Gonzalez. Absolutely. You know what I mean? That's my guy, point blank, period. We do everything together. We talk all the time. You know, and everybody I got with me, we rock like that. You know what I mean? So everybody I met through that program from when I started in 3rd grade are still my friends to this day.
That's a shine moment, man.
That's a rare thing.
Right? Yeah. No, and our life runs on completely different courses.
Yeah,
like, I'm a rapper. Just I'm a nigga that's rapping and trying to do it. You feel me? Like, and then one of them about to be a brain surgeon. One of them is already a registered nurse. You feel me? But we still 10 toes down.
Shine moment, man. That's Absolutely. What's up, man. Y'all all special. You know what I mean? And that's what really matters.
What you mean special?
I mean, y'all.
What you mean special?
Y'all
gifted.
Y'all special. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, wait. Y'all gifted. You know, you niggas are special.
You don't make smart look good.
Yeah. That's damn right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You put the art in smart.
That's right.
You know?
All right, and how you meet Corey over there on the side of you?
Corey, okay. So the way I met Corey, man, this nigga was actually trying to loke up on me. Tried to. But because I was fucking with one of his girlfriend. It wasn't his girlfriend or nothing, but like,
oh, you was hitting one of Corey bitches, man.
I was hitting one of Corey bitches. Yeah,
Right.
hey, and him and one of his other homeboys wasn't having it.
Mm.
They was like, "Nah, you treating her wrong." Da 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 da. I'm like, of
You
course.
treating it wrong.
Yeah, what else am I gonna do?
Corey, he was treating it wrong.
Nah, not even like that. Not even like that at all. But
How'd it go?
nah, he was treating her wrong.
Yeah, yeah. I was treating it wrong. He had a problem with it, and then he came up to me. He was like, "Man, Don't be doing this girl all dusto like that. And I'm like, man, hey,
Fuck out of my face.
yeah, like, yeah, hey, this ain't got shit to do with you. You know what I mean? But nah, after that, bro,
They ain't jump you.
nigga, ain't nobody jumping me. Oh, you can. I mean, I guess if you.
Yeah,
if you-
niggas
yeah. I mean,
definitely
nigga,
jump you
yeah,
if they decide they
yeah.
wanna
Yeah,
jump.
if you decide you want to execute that professionally, yeah, then that'll be the case. That'll be the case for sure.
I just was drunk.
Yeah, yo.
But that's okay. So how did y'all turn that into a friendship?
Because he realized that I wasn't rocking like that. You know what I mean? Like, and that's been my man since then. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing I can't say about the man. This nigga done did crazy shit for me.
Desert and got y'all.
Yo,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Hold on,
hey,
not even the
hey.
desert, all the way to Dago.
Yeah, no, yeah, straight up, because we made our way to Dago first.
Yeah. Nah, nigga did come and save us. So now that's another shine moment for that one. All right, let's talk about Willow Canyon High School and your experiences there.
Shit, man. Everybody I met at Willow Canyon High School, I probably met prior to me going to Willow Canyon High School, but those are still my friends today.
Yeah, but talk about your experience. Give us some stories.
Oh, okay. What you want to hear?
Some wild shit.
Okay. Damn, shit, it's so much.
About the time you lost your virginity.
Okay. Okay. So I lost my virginity. I was 13 years old. Here, I'll give you the whole story.
So this 8th grade.
Oh no, this is 7th grade.
Oh wow.
This is 7th grade. This shit funny than
Shine
motherfucker.
moment to that one.
Hey, so the chick I lost my virginity to, she was like 16, something like that. She was like 16. I was 13 at this time. And I got dropped off by the school bus, like right at the school. And I didn't go to school. I just got off the bus and just walked her out. Right. So like look at me. I'm 13 years old, getting dropped off by the bus. And I walk straight to her house. Like I get off the bus and don't go to school, don't check in, don't tell my mom, no none of that. I go straight to her house.
Was this planned?
It was planned. She already knew what was going on.
Premeditated?
Yeah.
Okay, so how'd it go when she started busting it down?
I couldn't handle it. I didn't know what was going on. I had no idea what was going on. I busted so quick. Hey, if we gonna be real, I ain't know what was going on. But
did she give you some head?
So I got head the week before that.
Oh, so you was living it up.
Oh yeah. And this before I ever even yanked on myself. This before I ever figured myself out. This is before
That's
I
a
ever.
shine moment. Did that happen for you?
Man, not really.
Hell no. Did that happen for you?
Hell no.
Hell no. That
Hey.
didn't happen for me.
Hey,
Look,
nigga,
You got
that's
some head and some pussy before you jacked off.
before I ever even looked at myself and tried to figure out what was going on. Straight up. So when I busted, I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck going on. You know what I mean? But the funniest part about this bitch is I ain't even know that. I don't know how deep we going, but I went back to school after that.
Yeah.
I walked back to school. So I'm in 7th grade.
So you super happy.
I'm in 7th grade and I walked back to school. I walked my ass back to school from where I was at and then just went to class. Nobody asked, nobody called my mom asking where I was at for first period, nothing like that. And I feel like that shit should have happened. Like nobody was really keeping tabs on me.
But how happy was you like in
Oh,
class?
nigga, bro, I told everybody. Everybody had to know. Cause you were 16 years old. So like,
You was getting it in.
Yeah. I was a young Mac.
Yeah.
I was a young Mac to me, you know.
Hell yeah, no, that's dope.
Absolutely.
I ain't mad at that. All right, then talk more about Willow Canyon. So like you play sports, like high school.
Yeah. I played.
grades.
Okay, so my grades were always exceptional. I barely went to school and graduated with a 3.2 from Willow Canyon. But that's neither here nor there. Anybody, you know. But school was hilarious. Like the actual act of being in high school was fucking hilarious because we never went to class. We never went to class. So basically, what we would do, like, we would link up in the parking lot, smoke cigarettes, and then link up together and go to my ex-girlfriend's house all day and just drink all her parents' alcohol all day long.
And they never noticed it.
They didn't know what the hell was going on. Well, they did. They figured it out at a certain point. Yeah. But then we just switched houses. So I'll be real. I went to school with a lot of white people and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and their parents just wasn't around. Like that shit was not going down in my house. Period. Period. And I live
Somebody
about.
was there.
So if they're not there, their presence is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Respect level,
exactly. Yeah, straight up. But nah,
That shit hilarious.
nah, man. Yeah, straight up. We would go like so. We would go to school. I would go to. I remember. I know you know. I used to go to school with water bottles full of vodka in the morning. Just anything. And then
That's crazy.
if I didn't like the way school was feeling that day, we would dip and just go get fucked up all day. All day. And I graduated with a 3.2. Easy. Somehow.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, nah, hey.
Didn't you hit somebody's mom while you was in high school?
Yes, I did. So the story, yo, so
Hope that ain't watching.
I did not think this shit was coming up. But so they threw a
You said
party.
you want to research, nigga?
Yeah, hey, absolutely. I fuck with it. Hey, but so the nigga this white boy threw a party at his house, and it was at his mom's house and shit like that. Like I think I was a junior. Was I junior?
Yeah, I think he was a junior.
Yeah, I was a junior. I was just entering my junior year in high school, and that was his house.
Corey, you know this story?
Oh yeah,
He was there. He was
Yeah.
there. He was
Barely
there.
a junior.
Yeah,
Barely a junior.
Barely a junior. Like I'm coming fresh off of sophomore year, like probably a fresh 16.
Oh,
Right, like, where
Oh,
was,
hey,
where was all this shit at,
Hey,
bro?
hey, I ain't had it good. I made
Jack
I
off for 2 years.
made it good. I made it good.
I feel it.
But
All right,
nah,
man, keep going.
but nah. So we went to.
That nigga gonna whoop your almighty ass, boy.
Nigga, I wish you tried. But what you gonna say, nigga? I tell you, mama. But yeah,
Right.
No. Hey, so I can
I need to,
hear it right now. All right, that's beyond.
Give me the
That's beyond.
Instagram.
But, yo, so so the story goes. So they threw a party at their house, right? And their mom, you know how like sometimes like high school parents' moms be there and shit, chilling.
Chaperone.
Yeah. She was a chaperone for sure. Hey, this shit hilarious. So they invite me over to the party, and I pull up over there. Me and my neighbors, we up there partying. She chaperoning, and she was like, "Where you gonna sleep?" I was like, "I'm about to go sleep in the bed with you." She was like, "Oh yeah, you is?" I was like, "Absolutely." So I did just that. I went in the bed to sleep with her. My niggas was sleeping right outside the room, right? And I was just in there fucking, and they had no idea what was going on until they seen you see the covers just moving all quick, and they was like, "Yeah, he in there fucking." So keep in mind, I'm 16 years old at this point. And then after we done fucking, she was like, and I smoked cigarettes already. She was like, "You want another pack of cigarettes?" So she drives me to get a pack of cigarettes, and she buys them for me. And we go back to the house, and I keep fucking her in that same bed. And the funny part is, her daughter, I went to school with. Her son, go to school with me at the same time. And both of them work with me at Culver's at the fast food spot at the same time. The whole time.
Wow. Did they know at the time?
They knew. They
You
knew.
ever say anything?
They can't. What can you say? No. I mean, they probably could have, but
Send their mom to jail.
yeah, no. I mean, hey, that's the story, and that's how that. You know what I mean? Like
If they would have said something, mama was on their ass. She wasn't going.
I was just thinking recently, like, because I hit a lot of older bitches when I was young too, but not six. I think it was more my senior year when I was hitting these cougars. But I was like, man, maybe I should do some surviving R. Kelly shit and start telling on these bitches.
you know, and give me my residuals. Give me my residuals.
No, hell no. I'm joking, but the only reason I say that joke, and this is the one serious moment we're gonna have on this podcast. R. Kelly is disgusting. Don't get me wrong. He's disgusting.
Hey, that bitch just as wrong.
I don't think that nigga done nothing wrong in 20 years.
Oh, okay.
Me personally, I feel like hey,
We're gonna skate right
at the
over
end of
that.
the day,
Hey, okay, so in 20 years, yeah, y'all should have got him.
Do y'all know what I'm saying? No, what I'm
right,
saying is
that's
these
what I'm
bitches
saying.
just
At the end of the
decided.
day, y'all should have caught him up. When
Yeah,
it
no.
was happening, and
Hey,
y'all really knew about it.
exactly. As soon as you got a premier
Why wait
program,
20
y'all
20
want to get.
years?
And these bitches just decided, oh, I was 17. I bet these bitches was lying.
Me personally,
saying,
I
No,
think-
no.
think
A
they
lot of them
got-
bitches are still fucking with R. Kelly.
No, but I think they got high and just start coming up with random numbers and thinking about random shit to get paid off.
Them bitches still fucking with R. Kelly. That
Yeah.
money coming back to R. Kelly.
I just
still.
want to touch on that because You know, and if any of my Cougar Lady fans is watching this, I'm joking. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna.
And if
say
any of his Cougar Lady fans is watching, I'm available.
I got a lot of love for y'all. So a couple of them do watch. I know for sure. So just a disclaimer. But anyway, all right. So let's keep going high school. So then, how do you form into the group? Is it the Nasties first? Crayola Kids.
No, first, it was Bird City Stars first.
Bird City. I never even heard it. All right, talk about how you started doing music in high school.
So my man Sensei Yellow, he was just here. He gone now, but so I went over to his house because my man DK, who I went to high school with, I told him I was trying to record music, and so I went over there. I didn't know the guy at all, and I went over there and recorded the wackest song of all time. Like literally the whack. And I went into his house. The funny thing is, when I went into Yellow House, he had a pack of Fritos for me, but it wasn't like the big chip Fritos. It was like the 25-cent at that point.
Yeah,
Fritos, and he had that. He had water. He had all that shit laid out for me, and I just didn't know the man. I just knocked on his door. He opened the door up, and I went there and recorded the wackest song of all time.
What was the song called?
I stay fresh from my fitted to my tiptoes, be in the wall like give me those, give me those. I stay fresh from my fitted to my yeah, and I ain't know the man, so it was awkward the whole time I was recording it.
Yeah,
and I'd had no idea that shit was whack until like a couple years later. I was like, man, this shit is garbage.
Yeah, I don't know how that shit happened. All right, and then how do y'all form into the Crayola Kids next?
Nigga, I was not. Okay, so
that's a dance.
Yeah, they was jerking. They was doing that was the jerk crew, Crayola Kids. So
you don't know, got rhythm.
Hey,
part of our family. So.
No, I definitely got rhythm. That's
nigga didn't know how to jerk.
Yeah, no, that's why they cut me out. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front. They did me dust though. They did do me dust though.
Working out.
No, they
you're not hitting that working out, right? Boy?
Yeah, no, they said I couldn't hit the Oakland drop how they was hitting it, and then I couldn't be part of it. No, they did reject better than me. I can't disclaim it.
Oh, really? What you know about the jerk era, bro? I know because you was out there in this.
Nigga, hey, we was in the middle of traffic, light colored pants, skinny jeans with
where
ours.
I'm from, they call it footwork or something like that. Footwork or bop. You know.
Oh, okay. You from Florida?
I'm from Peoria, Illinois.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's damn right. Juke.
Yeah, but so they cut you out the Crayola Kids. So, and then when do y'all become the Nasties and start dropping music as a
No, we was dropping music the whole time. We became Nasties because there was like this little rival clique that went to the rival high school, and they thought they were so cold, and we was like, nah, we cold over here too. We fly too. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we just made up something called Nasties. Started just twisting our fingers in any way that resembled the end. Niggas didn't know what they was doing. We could have been throwing some shit up. They could have got us fucked up somewhere. Niggas had no idea we was throwing up. We was like, we don't like what's going on over there. You know what I mean? Shit, I feel like we was cooler than the niggas. And I stand by that still.
Yeah, you know what it is. Who was them niggas and what they doing now?
Nobody and nothing.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
All right. So and then who was running the YouTube back then? Because y'all was racking up views as young niggas, man.
Hey man. Hey, all credit to my man Yellow, man. It's the sensei. Yellow, man. So man, back in the day, bro, I feel like we was the most talented, most driven, most everything, but we ain't have nobody. You know what I mean? It was young niggas doing it by ourselves. Literally, everything we did it by ourselves. Nobody was stepping in there. Nobody was like YouTube had just got cracking pretty much at that time. You know what I mean? Like you was watching what's that nigga name? Untouchables or what was it?
The Chronicle. What was that called?
That black nigga that was talking about, I went to Levine's the other day.
Oh,
my niggas.
Unforgivable.
Unforgivable. Yeah.
He said, bitch, give me a chicken sandwich and some waffle fries
for free.
She said, he's my brother. Bitch, I don't care. I don't want you talking to no other niggas.
Hey, straight up, that unforgivable shit is still some of the funniest shit of all time. It was me and my nigga Bo Vice.
Yeah.
But so we jumped out at that time. So from Bird City Stars, Nasties, all that, bro, we was collecting clout because we was in high school, man. We was active, point blank, period. Like I was a starring guest at my senior prom type shit. You feel me? So we was active, but it wasn't nothing but some young niggas running it. You feel me? So we didn't have no direction. We didn't have none of that. It was just us, pure heart, pure any of that. Just whatever we collect, we was running through.
Shine moment, man. That shit was getting popping. How was people in the high school treating y'all, like seeing y'all on the line and shit?
I honestly couldn't really say, just because I never looked at it like that.
Got you.
Until it became hindsight, and then I was like, God damn, we had it cracking. you know when you, hey, that's the thing. You look back at some shit, you're like, man, I was that nigga then at that point, But it is what it is. It is what it is. We're still rocking.
All right, and then what do you do after high school?
So we ain't gonna talk about Minor Fam.
Oh, is that high school that formed? Okay, yeah. Talk about Minor Fam.
Yeah. Okay. So I started.
Well, I feel like we was talking about Minor Fam, but I forgot y'all niggas at 16. Keep going.
Well, I mean, it all is Minor Fam at the end of the day. But nah, man. Shit. Minor Fam was really what kicked me into true gear at any point in time. Like, still to this day, man. I named myself Phx Kidd really off of MySpace. Like way back in the day, I was in like 6th grade, and I just called my MySpace Phx Kidd, and I just kept rocking with it. You know what I mean? So from there, we became Bird City Stars, and we were still getting popular in high school. From there, they became Crayola Kids, and we were still getting popular. It was still my niggas, but we were still getting cracking in high school. Nasties, still getting it cracking in high school, developing it more and more and more. Minors, we almost broke the motherfucking tank.
Yeah.
Right there. With the Minors, we almost broke the motherfucking tank. So I stuck with Phx Kidd from there. And then shit, man. I went to college, became an adult, got lazy, started doing drugs, started fucking up, started doing all kind of crazy shit, and just not focusing. You feel me? So, and then I realized that this Phx Kidd brand could go somewhere where I want to take it, and that's what it is.
Let's focus on one project because you did in between, like, I think you was in college while you was doing this. The Desert West Park. Yeah,
Desert West Park, man. That shit was dope as hell. Shout out to my nigga Corey P. He produced most of that album right there. Desert West Park is just that shit right there. That's actually the very last project I dropped, full complete project. That's something that's just near and dear to my heart. You know what I mean? Like, I'm from Maryville. I'm from the west side of Phoenix. You know what I mean? We went to Desert West Park growing up. We played itty bitty basketball at Desert West Park. You know what I mean? The skate park was right there. So that project right there, man. What you want to know about it?
Shit, obviously, I know the hottest joint on there. Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
The hottest joint on there, it's called Sundays. That's my favorite one. It was like,
so Desert. What is it called?
The new one.
No, the album.
Desert West Park.
All right, that's something new to me. It's dear old to y'all, but it's new to me.
Yeah.
So I ain't heard it yet. I'm kind of excited to hear it now.
Yeah. So it's some old. It's old, man, but it's very good.
I like to listen to people old. Like, I like to go back in people's catalog because it kind of gives them the story of where they at now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it always seemed like to me when people start blowing up, they old stuff start, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
You know,
start resurfacing. Yeah, absolutely. So like what I want people to take from that project there is just it's always so hard for me to say just because I deliver a new message on every single song. But I feel like that's one of my most complete projects just because I took everything I learned from when I was born in that same struggle we were talking about earlier to being forced into my granny's house with me, my brother, my cousin, my auntie, we all under one roof. You know what I mean? I learned so much through that process that I didn't realize I learned. You know what I mean? When I became an adult, I recorded that project. So I spilled out a lot of that on that project. You know what I mean? So that's what I get from there. That's what I get from that.
All right. And is that your only actual solo project?
Nah. Before that, I had Rising from the Ashes.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can just discuss that. How was that like?
Oh man, that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's my favorite one. I still listen to that shit. So Rising from the Ashes, man, like everything I do is all Arizona based. So it's either gonna be Desert Storm. So okay, so let me preface it like this: Desert Storm is on the motherfucking way.
Mm-hmm.
Desert Storm is on the way. So I have Desert West Park. I got Rising from the Ashes. Rising from the Ashes was my first solo project I ever did ever, and I still got some bangers from that track that I'll still be listening to, and I may still re-record just in case.
Name a couple bangers off that.
From that I got Hustle Up. I got Live, Learn, Grind, Earn. What's another one? The last song, the outro. What's the last one called?
But you know my memory absolutely terrible.
The outro. What's that bitch called?
We'll call it the outro for now.
No, because that's my favorite one right there.
Oh shit! Don't seem like it.
Man, that shit was a couple years ago, man.
Let me see what we got.
But
No, that
Yeah,
come from
last
that come from making the music all the time. You know what I'm saying? You making no music, you turn the
yeah. No, it's called Last 10.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's the outro now.
Gotcha. All right, and then what's coming next musically for Phx Kidd?
What you heard?
Other than Desert, or you got the Desert Storm project. Let's say what's your goals musically then.
What you know of?
What?
What you know of?
Huh?
What you know of? What you know of? I got it out right now.
Huh?
What you know of? I got out right now.
That you got out right now? I know you got a lot of
What?
shit with Dutter Tut and the Peter.
What's your favorite song?
Well, I fuck with Peter pretty tough, but I'm more into the Arizona shit, dog. The Doc's Holiday. You feel me?
Let's
That's
start there. Let's go there.
Yeah. I mean, for me, Doc's Holiday hard as a motherfucker. Talk about how you felt, you know, making the song, the video, all that.
Yeah, so Doc's Holiday, I was actually coming off of a bender.
What's a bender?
A bender is I was drinking and doing drugs for more than 2 days in a row. And on the come down, I heard that beat and I woke the fuck back up. I was like, Arizona. So like that song right there, Doc's Holiday, is based off of the movie Tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm born and raised in Arizona. I love the Arizona culture. I love the Wild Wild West. I love
what Arizona culture?
Shit, man. Like
Arizona. First Friday, first international Lolo shit. No, I'm just playing. Keep going, man.
I'm all about I'm all about Arizona. Period. Now, people take culture as what you're supposed to be doing for what's hip and modern. You know what I mean? I don't take Arizona as that. I take Arizona from its value. I take it from what it came from. I take it from, you know what I mean, Wild Wild West.
Arizona come from?
The wild motherfucking Wild Wild West.
What's that exactly? Door swinging open in saloons, nigga.
Yeah, nigga with nigga, the Wild Wild West, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, when we was
drinking, beat your wife when you go home.
Yeah, niggas coming in and niggas coming in and slaying the whole town down, and ain't nobody worried about it. And they walk out like that. You feel me? Like, I don't know. You got
bad guys varmint.
No, see, I think
the wanted posters.
Yeah, I think a lot of people take the culture for what they want it to be, but you got to take the culture for what the history gives you. You know what I mean? And like, to me, Tombstone is one of my favorite movies fucking ever. Like that line where he was like, what was that line? He was like, yeah, I
don't think I never seen the movie.
See, and then people want to talk about the culture.
Wait, that's an Arizona movie?
Nigga, there are so many Arizona. 310 to Yuma?
I seen that.
You ain't never seen Tombstone?
No.
Oh, see,
then you the DVD box.
Yeah, then you ain't what you see. But no, that's one of my.
We ain't even celebrate Martin Luther King Day in this bitch today. Forced.
Hey, that is not my problem.
Should be. Is it your problem, Morilla?
Was I around to have a say in the word of it?
Yeah, you was.
Was I? Yeah, but what could I do at 1 year old?
Fight a nigga.
No, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Nah, get the fuck out of here. Nah. I'm telling y'all what motivated me to be as Arizona as I am. I'm talking about, man, I care about the place that I come from, so I study it. and black niggas ain't had too much to do with it. Unfortunately.
Not a motherfucking thing.
Unfortunately. But hey, I know where I come from and I represent that very heavily and I study it very heavily. I research it very heavily and it means it's very near and dear to my heart. So absolutely.
I feel it. I say fucking with you.
AZ.
All the way. That's where I'm from, man.
I decided at this point, I was like, I love Arizona as a place. I don't fuck with these.
Hey,
niggas,
my name
man.
is Phx Kidd, man.
Like I love that. I love the geography.
Hey, my name.
I'm from Peoria, Illinois. So
Yeah.
when I came here, Arizona was just like, I mean, my experience it's been good.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, man.
Even to this day, I still be waking up like.
Hey, but the thing, hey, man, to me, man, the first blink I ever took was in this state, man. So to me, to know everything about it feels good to me. And like, you know what I mean? I understand, man. Black people be getting disenfranchised every motherfucking where. It ain't just Arizona. It ain't about that. To me, I'm representing where I come from. Point blank. Period. I don't give a fuck. I'm representing my shit. Point blank. Fucking period.
As we all are. Phoenix Scar. But yeah, man, these niggas cornballs out here. Anyway, keep going with the music and shit like that. You know, whatever is what are we talking about right now? The Peter and the Nutter Tutter and the Doc's Holiday. All right, so what's the actual Desert Storm? What's coming with that as far as like features, shit like that, videos, all that?
Yeah. So I'm Desert Storm. I'm doing Desert Storm the mixtape first. I don't have a release date yet. Sorry, people. But Desert Storm the mixtape is coming first, and I'm gonna do Desert Storm the album. After that, so far I got Doc's Holiday out there. That should be on the album. I got Peter. Y'all ain't heard that yet, and y'all gonna have a video very soon. But I mean, it's the best work I've ever fucking done. The best work I've ever done. Point blank period. And I've been doing this for a long time. This is the first time I'm doing this shit by myself. So I got something very special coming for y'all. Just keep your eye out.
What would you say is the worst work you ever done?
Not working.
I don't know. I like that answer. All right, and what's the short-term, long-term goals for yourself, music, and outside of that also?
Me, man, it's just really short-term goal, man, is just there's a lot of times, man, where like I get discouraged. You feel me? Like there's a lot of time where a lot of people get discouraged. You know what I mean? Like you keep knocking at a motherfucking wall so long, and you don't see no shivel coming out of it. You're gonna get discouraged. So that's the only thing I say, man, is like, and I'm starting to see the response come to me, how little it be, how major it may be, because it's gonna be major going forward. I already know that. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. But just keep knocking at that wall, because like you can get discouraged by not seeing your dent in that wall.
Yeah, I can see that. And then some long-term goals and shit.
Long-term goals, man. I just want to see my motherfucking family happy. I want to make my mama happy, and I don't want to be tied down by the law at all.
Yeah, definitely a shine one. That's every nigga's dream.
Yes,
Hey, and I'm trying to live every nigga's dream.
Yeah.
That's a bet.
All right, so I guess you could actually, Morella, man, how you enjoy the episode and shit like that?
You know, I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? Got some new music I can go look up. You know, I'm gonna go check it out for real. I like music. So.
Tell people where to check you out at.
Oh man, y'all know where y'all can check me out at. Man. I'm on Instagram at Morella_. It's MOE_Rilla309. And Facebook, you know what I'm saying? We working Crown Squad Entertainment. You know how I go.
Corey, what's cracking?
What's happening, bro?
Tell the people where to follow you. I guess some shout outs and shit.
Instagram at CoreyNeal93. That's all I got. No Facebook, no Twitter, no nothing. That's it.
Nigga hiding.
Same for you.
That's all right. Yeah, I go by the name of Phx Kidd. Once again, my name is Phx Kidd. Once again, my name is Phx Kidd. That's PHX KIDD. You can follow me on Instagram at KID from PHX. Once again, that's KID from PHX. Absolutely. You can follow me on Facebook at PHX KIDD. Phx Kidd with 2 Ds. Absolutely, baby. Holla at me.
Yo, man. Once again, it's Phx on Radio. It's been a wonderful motherfucking episode. Shout out to Family First and the Sitting Pretty Podcast.